You've probably been there. It's Saturday morning, you're exhausted, but you drag yourself out of bed to help a friend move a heavy couch up 3 flights of stairs. Driving home, a quiet, cynical thought might creep in. You start to wonder if you actually wanted to help them, or if you were just avoiding the guilt of saying no. That nagging internal doubt mirrors a debate philosophers have been stuck on for centuries. It centers on the concept of egoism, the belief that human beings are strictly self-interested creatures. This argument reaches back to ancient Greece. Thinkers like Plato recorded arguments suggesting that every seemingly generous act has a hidden motive, whether it's chasing social status, building alliances, or just buying peace of mind. The pure altruist perspective sits at the opposite pole. This theory argues that humans are capable of 100% selfless sacrifice, ignoring our own well-being with zero expectation of any reward. This strict binary creates a psychological trap. Neither extreme fully captures the reality of an impulsive subway rescue or the calculated warm glow of a charity tax write-off. To break out of this gridlock, modern psychologists shifted their focus away from the action of giving and onto the catalyst that prompts it: empathy. Psychologically, empathy requires an active effort to project one's mind into another person's circumstances. This 1997 paper from the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology represents the modern version of this debate. Researchers began questioning whether this empathetic trigger creates true selflessness, or if it's a more complex form of selfishness. The key to understanding these motives lies in looking at what happens to our sense of identity when we connect with someone else's pain. When you try to walk in someone else's shoes, your brain runs a mental simulation. You are working to inhabit their reality and feel their specific pressures. As that simulation takes hold, a phenomenon occurs that psychologists call oneness, or self-other merging. The psychological dividing line between you and me begins to blur. You project your traits onto the other person, folding their identity into your own. During this overlap, you no longer simply observe their distress. You experience it within a shared psychological space. In this merged state, helping them alleviates a pain experienced as your own. Empathy effectively co-opts our biological survival instinct. It takes our drive for self-preservation and uses it to protect the people around us. This boundary dissolution also works from the recipient's point of view. Being in distress and perceiving that someone else is genuinely trying to understand your reality is a powerful emotional experience. This perceived perspective-taking creates an immediate affinity for the other person and increases our desire to help them in return. Researchers have mapped this exact chain reaction. This path analysis shows that the feeling of being understood directly generates pro-social behavior. In this diagram, the self-other overlap box shows that being understood triggers the same merger of identity, just from the opposite direction. Kindness functions as a feedback loop, where mutual understanding erases the borders between two minds. This returns us to the question from the beginning: are we secretly selfish or purely selfless? Many experts now argue the question is flawed. The selfish-unselfish divide is a red herring. Most acts of giving are a cocktail of mixed motives. Once empathy triggers that sense of oneness, it becomes impossible to separate the desire to help someone else from the desire to help ourselves. We don't need to be purely selfless to be good. Our minds are wired to expand our definition of self to include others, proving that human cooperation is built on a profound shared connection.